to 78. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Right now, 64.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The future of the proposed data center in Christian County is now uncertain after the withdrawal of a separate power plant project in Pawnee. Brian Sharp, chairman of the Christian County Board, shared the updates at Tuesday's monthly meeting. It took place at the Taylorville High School cafeteria due to high attendance and a large number of public commenters. Sharp says the proposed data center was contingent on the power plant project being completed.
And I'm not sure what the future holds for this particular project, as Kendall Energy has withdrawn its application. This was the power plant that was in Pawnee, proposed in Pawnee, and they have withdrawn their application. I believe this project was contingent on that thing being built. So I see online that Eagle Rock, I see online that Eagle Rock has withdrawn. And I'm not sure what that means because there's nothing here to withdraw. There's been no application filed with us. And I do have a follow-up phone call into Ken Lower to confirm what I have read. I have not heard back from him. So I'm waiting to hear, and I will probably follow up again tomorrow to find out what this means. Hopefully, we can have a sigh of relief and a moment of calm.
Taylorville Daily News intends to confirm with Sharp what this means for the potential data center's prospects. 11 public commenters spoke out against the proposal of the data center. Many of them live within 2 miles of the proposed site. John Fall was among them. He called on board members to consider the implications of their potential vote on those who would be most affected.
Christian County has some of the most fertile soil in the country. Taking this fertile ground out of production would not be for the greater good of anybody, now or in the future. Noise, emissions, water, health concerns, and probable expansion. If you let me in here, it would be just the way it's planned. So where do you draw the line? I think it was Mr. Lower, I wasn't here, so if I misspoke, I apologize. He said not his neighbors, I say not mine. Not long ago, we voted against the CO2 pipeline. Was that because of health concerns, or did it affect your property? Please afford the folks of Evergreen the same consideration. Please vote no to protect our health while honoring our health.
Maureen Tarrant and Sarah McCavitz also spoke, urging board members to listen to the concerns of those who voted for them.
We're a well-educated, motivated, and diverse group, but the one thing you will not find on any of our resumes is that we were responsible for costing the city of Taylorville over $800,000 to bail us out because we're road to nowhere. Leadership matters, words matter. Listening to the constituents who elected you or the people who hold purse strings matters. Be the leaders who elected you.
I am incredibly encouraged to see so many different people in our county come together in a way that I have never witnessed before. Groups getting together on their own to do research, prepare plans of action for the coming days and weeks, including some financing their own road trip that did not cost $8,000 to go visit different data centers across the states. I hope that with every board meeting attended, public comment given, call or text received, it becomes clear that we are not going to just give up. We will continue to show up and, if necessary, vote those out who do not represent the will of their constituents.
Board Chairman Brian Sharp's aforementioned update came in remarks he delivered in the latter part of Monday's meeting, lasting close to a half hour. He said while he is not advocating for the data center, he is taking into account the decrease in employment numbers within the county over the last quarter century.
I'm not advocating for a data center, but I'm advocating for something for Christian County because we need it. The numbers tell us what they are. Nothing's changed here for 30 years. Agriculture's not going to support that. Sorry, we can't do it. There are so many reasons that we just can't dismiss a project that is looking to spend approximately $8.5 billion in development in our community and possibly bring 500 or so long-term jobs. And before you say, yes, I know things have to be verified, I also believe it would be irresponsible of elected people to not look at these opportunities. And just because we look at them does not mean it automatically passes.
Separate from the data center related discussions, the board tabled a vote on a proposed kratom ban over concerns on the scope of the ban. The Christian County Health Department's board voted in May to propose a kratom ban ordinance. The Christian County Board voted to approve purchases related to time tracking and scheduling for county employees, along with a state-mandated percentage increase for the state's attorney, public defender, and sheriff. The next Christian County Board meeting is set for Tuesday, August 18th.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. 2026 is an exciting year at TCCU. We are building a new home office, upgrading our mobile app, and preparing to offer mobile check deposit, all to better serve our members. 2026 also marks our 70th anniversary. For 70 years, TCCU has been your local source for low loan rates, great deposit rates, and an organization proud to serve our local communities. Visit any of our convenient locations in Taylorville, Hillsboro, Litchfield, or Painter. You can also visit us online at tccu.org, member NCUA.
The Christian County Ag Fair highlights the importance of agriculture to Christian County, and the Hart Media Group will be there to cover it all. Catch our interviews with this year's 4-H participants at the Animal Show Rings on the WTIM Morning Show, beginning Wednesday at 8:40 a.m. And don't miss our reports from the fair on WMKR, Genuine Country 94.3, WRAN, Groovy 97.3, and 96.5, thechill.com. Saturday morning, we'll broadcast live from the Kitty Tot Rod on WTIM. Tune in to these Hart Media Group stations for our fair coverage and view the results of judging by clicking the Christian County Fair results icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, where you can view all of our sponsors. This message brought to you by Little East Signs, located on South Spresser Street in Taylorville, by Curvy Real Estate Incorporated in Taylorville. Let Joe Curvy and his team work for you.
The Taylorville City Council met on Monday evening to discuss budget amendments and to recognize 2 Taylorville FFA members under Youth of the Month. Isabel Morrow and Callum Shanks from Taylorville were recognized by Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry for their achievements in FFA livestock judging and for their placements in an international award.
With the Youth of the Month, 2 members of the Taylorville FFA chapter had the opportunity of a lifetime this summer, traveling overseas to represent the United States while competing at the prestigious international competition held during the Scotland's Royal Highland Show. Taylorville FFA members Isabel Morrow and Callum Shanks traveled throughout Scotland, Ireland, and England from June 17th through July 1st after earning the trip by winning the National Western Stock Show Livestock Evaluation Contest in Denver, Colorado. Their national championship qualified them to represent Illinois and the United States at one of the world's most prestigious livestock judging events. The accomplishment marked the 2nd consecutive year Taylorville FFT earned their international opportunity. Let's congratulate them, and as they come forward.
Mayor Berry also gave what he called a long overdue recognition to Andra Ebert, the former program director for Bridges, which was a program in operation with the Christian County Extension Office as a barter service credit program.
Tonight, I also want to honor Andra Ebert. This is an award well deserved and took a long time to get the sign. They were given the sign, but somehow the city or somebody lost it over 31 years ago. And Andrew Ebert was the program director for Bridges, and when they won the Governor's Hometown Award in 1995. It was a program that was operated in cooperation with the Christian County Extension Office. It was a barter service credit program that Andrew Ebert created and operated. Basically, a person could do services for another individual, such as mowing, shopping, cleaning. Then they would bank the hours spent and you cash in those hours for things that they needed. It was a great program that lasted several years. Andrew Ebert was also named was Illinois Mother of the Year in 2017. And for the last 12 years, she has been the owner and operator of Heartland Mini House. It's a miniature horse visitation therapy program. They visit long-term care facilities, assisted living facilities, hospitals, universities during the exam week, and special events. They have made over 1,800 visits and made thousands of friends to bring them smiles and joy. Let's congratulate Andrew Ebert on being a community leader.
Taylorville Police Chief Dwayne Wheeler recognized Jack Brown and awarded him with a Good Samaritan Award for his efforts in assisting the victim of a serious incident that occurred in December of last year.
Tonight, I'd like to award Mr. Brown the Good Samaritan Award in recognition of his compassionate assistance to a victim of a very serious crime that occurred on December 4th, 2025. Mr. Brown cared for the injured victim, immediately contacted law enforcement, gave her aid, and remained with her until officers arrived. After speaking with the victim, which I spoke to, it is clear that her heart is filled with gratitude for you, Mr. Brown. Her kindness, for your kindness and support in helping her through that tragedy. On behalf of the victim and the city of Taylorville and the Taylorville Police Department, we sincerely thank Mr. Brown for his compassion and willingness to help someone in need. Thank you.
A motion to approve the budget amendments related to DCEO grants regarding the first two phases of construction work downtown and the water main improvement project along Illinois Route 48 was approved across the board. The total amount of the changes equals out to $4,525,000. An ordinance regarding battery energy storage systems, or BESS, special use permit rules and regulations was approved across the board. An authorization of personal property sales owned by the city and a vote on a special events permit for the annual Tootsie Roll Drive from September were also approved. At the end of the meeting, the council heard updates from Mayor Barry and City Attorney Rocky Romano.
Your son was 3 when you planted that tree in your backyard. Now he's grown, planting seeds and making memories with his own kids. Let Heartland Bank help you grow more memories with banking options for every stage of your life. Welcome, former CNB customers. We're your community bank. Heartland Bank. We build relationships that nurture and grow your dreams. Visit us today at hbtbank.com, member FDIC.
The Christian County Ag Fair highlights the importance of agriculture to Christian County, and the Hart Media Group will be there to cover it all. Catch our interviews with this year's 4-H participants at the Animal Show Rings on the WTIM Morning Show beginning Wednesday at 8:40. And don't miss our reports from the fair on WMKR Genuine Country 94.3, WRAN Groovy 97.3, and 96.5 thechill.com. Saturday morning, we'll broadcast live from the Kitty Tot Rod on WTIM. Tune into these Hart Media Group stations for our fair coverage and view the results of judging by clicking the Christian County Fair Results icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, where you can view all our sponsors. This message is brought to you by Hamlin & Jones in Nokomis, specializing in agriculture, drainage, tile, and excavation, and Farm & Home Supply in Taylorville. Nobody has it all like your local Farm & Home Supply.
The Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce hosted a ribbon-cutting Tuesday at the Christian County Fairgrounds office to mark the beginning of the 2026 Christian County Agricultural Fair. Miss Christian County, cut the ribbon while accompanied by several key individuals from the county. Those key individuals included Christian County Board President Brian Sharp, Christian County Sheriff Bruce Kettlecamp, Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry, Christian County State's Attorney John McWard, and various members of supporting companies from throughout the community. Supporting companies included Bob Ridings of Taylorville, First National Bank of Taylorville, Taylorville Memorial Hospital, Springfield Clinic, and Grain and Protein Technology. Now that the ribbon is cut, the 2026 Christian County Agricultural Fair has officially begun and will run until Saturday. To see a photo and a full list of those in attendance, see this story online on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. The Taylorville Police Department has released the results of its recent traffic enforcement campaigns conducted during the Memorial Day and Independence Day holiday periods. According to the Taylorville Police Department, the enforcement efforts were funded through Illinois Department of Transportation grants and were conducted separately from officers' regular patrol duties. During the grant periods, officers conducted a total of 252 traffic stops and issued 187 citations. Among those citations were 89 for speeding and 24 for motorists using cell phones while driving. Taylorville Police also issued 66 additional citations for various traffic violations, including driving without insurance, stop sign violations, improper lane usage, and other offenses. In addition, 8 traffic-related or other arrests were made during the enforcement periods. Enforcement activity took place throughout the city of Taylorville, with officers frequently patrolling areas including Bidwell Street, Springfield Road, Cherokee Street, West Franklin Street, Market Street, and the surrounding side streets. The department says officers are also continuing to monitor other areas of concern identified by residents, both during the current July traffic campaign and through normal patrol operations. Taylorville police say speeding violations remain high as the July speed enforcement campaign continues. Officials are reminding drivers to slow down, obey traffic laws, and help keep Taylorville streets safe for everyone. For more information on the Taylorville Police Department, visit taylorville.net/police-DEPT. State Representative Brad Halbrook of Shelbyville is asking residents across the 107th District and surrounding central Illinois communities to share how high property taxes are affecting their lives. Throughout the summer, Representative Halbrook will be collecting testimonials from constituents in an effort to highlight what he calls the real-world impact of Illinois' property tax system and to support future reform efforts in Springfield. Halbrook says Illinois families continue to face some of the highest property taxes in the nation, creating challenges for homeowners, farmers, and businesses alike. He says rising property taxes are making it more difficult for families to remain in their homes, for farmers to stay competitive, and for businesses to expand and invest in their communities. The information gathered through the initiative will be used to help lawmakers better understand the impact high property taxes are having across central Illinois. Halbrook says he plans to share the findings with the governor's office as he continues advocating for long-term property tax relief measures. Residents who wish to share their experiences can do so online through Representative Halbrook's website found at rephalbrook.com. For additional information, residents can also contact Representative Halbrook's district office at 217-342-0220. There's still time to volunteer at the Illinois Specialty Growers Association farm stand during the Illinois State Fair. Illinois Farm Bureau Associate Director of Food Systems Development, Regella Shavutso, helps organize the effort. Last year, during the state fair, 4,523 apple cider slushies and 5,224 peaches were sold at the farm stand. The demand continues for large animal vets in Illinois, and an Illinois Farm Bureau loan program called iVet is helping make a difference. Henry County native Emma Frank is a vet med student at Oklahoma State. Illinois Farm Bureau launched the iVet program in 2005. More info is available at ilfb.org/iVet. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 87-year-old William H. Jones of Taylorville died on Sunday. Cremation rights have been accorded. Arrangements will be made at a later date by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 80-year-old Gary Lynn Crow of Alabama, formerly of Mount Auburn, died on last Wednesday. Visitation is tomorrow from noon till 1 at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Let's see. Hear me. Is it coming through? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. How's this? It looks pretty low on wait. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I'm using the correct mic. Testing, testing. Okay, is this better? Okay, all right, perfect. Yeah, I just picked up the wrong mic. Who knew? Okay, so let's see. That one's good. Here, let me just test the other mic just for good measure. All right, testing, testing. This is mic 1. This is what the guest would use. How does this sound? A little lower. Okay, here. Let me turn it up here. Let's see. No, it's the same here. So, all right. Well, here I'll take a look as the show goes on. Here, let me mute the other one actually. All right. I think we'll go with this. I'm going to try to get some guests. Okay, hold on. Good morning, Central Illinois, and welcome to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show right here on your information station. And we are coming to you live from the Christian County Fair. We've got some of the livestock judging competitions going on. You can probably hear some background noise. You can hear some of the folks on different microphones, of course, from the ones I've got here right now. I think we've got fans and generators running over there. So a lot going on right now at the Christian County Fair. And this morning, we're going to be talking to some FFAers and FFA participants and hear about the great things they've got going on in terms of livestock they're bringing in, other FFA-related endeavors that they're talking about. I don't really know how this is going to go, but we're going to find out, you and me together. So this is going to be fun. Let's get right into it after I tell you about some sponsors. Sponsoring this segment, we've got Kaufman Realty and Auctions, Matt Corso, Realtor Auctioneer, Jeremy Pyatt, Realtor Auctioneer. The Taylorville location offers many services to buyers and sellers, including agricultural, residential, commercial, and vacant land listings and auctions. It's sponsored also by Lily Signs, custom laser engraving plaques and trophies, 2227 West Spresser Street in Taylorville. First National Bank of Pana, the Quality Bank, proudly serving the communities of Pana, Taylorville, Assumption, Blue Mound, and Decatur. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And by Taylorville Community Credit Union, 422 West Main Cross, member NCUA, equal housing lender. I'm your host, Reed Kamai. Now let's get into the conversations. First up with me right now at the table here, just outside one of the livestock judging competitions, is Opal Ryan. Opal, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you here, and appreciate you and your siblings coming on over. So, first off, let's just talk livestock judging. What have you brought to the fair this year?
I brought sheep, and I'll show them as market lambs today.
Market lambs, okay. Talk to me about market lambs. I'm not really familiar with it. What does that mean? So, market lambs, they're more judged on their amount of muscle rather than like their ability to be able to be bred. Okay. So some muscle. Now I know sheep, obviously they've got their wool on them. Where would I find said muscle that they're being judged on? You can find it in their butt, really. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. No, go on. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And their shoulder too. And their shoulders. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. Well, do with that what you will then. With Market Lamb, that Opal Ryan has coming up here. When's that show? So the junior show is today, and then the open show is Friday. Okay. So junior show today. Wait, which one are you in? I'm in both. So both. Junior show is below 18 years old. Wait, for the human or the sheep? Oh, for the human. Okay. All right. So, all right. So you're in both, and then yeah, that's cool. Have you shown sheep before at the fair? Oh yeah, I've been doing it since I was like 8 or 9. Okay, nice. So, and then any other animals that you've done before? No, just sheep. Okay, that's so do you folks just have sheep on the farm? Well, we only have them in the summertime. We can't keep them in the winter and fall. Okay, yeah. No, that wool is not keeping them warm enough. Or is there more to it? Yeah, it's just like a lot of work to keep up with in the winter, having to feed them, and breeding is just a lot of hard work. So okay, yeah. How have the competitions gone for you before? You won any medals or anything like that? Oh yeah, we've done pretty good at state fair and county fair before. I think we won county fair a few years back. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice. So a champion there in that sense. How long have you been involved in FFA? Well, this is my first actual year of FFA, but I've been doing 4-H since I was 9. Okay, so 4-H since then. What was your 4-H involvement like back in those days? It was good. Yeah, we did a whole bunch of volunteer work, and yeah. Yeah. What's something you've learned from showing sheep all these years? It's you have to really work hard to achieve your goals. Yeah. And you have to have patience with your animals too. Yeah. What are some of those steps like in terms of the hard work or caring for the sheep? We have to wash their legs a lot to keep their leg wool nice and clean. And we also have to feed them twice a day, and we have to give them fresh water a lot. And yeah. Are you going to be washing them here at all? Yeah, there's wash trucks just back there. Oh, okay, back there. I actually saw some on the east side of this building as well. So yeah, a lot of washing going on as well. Anything else you want to highlight before I let you go? I don't think so. No. All right. Hey, Opal Ryan showing Market Lamb at the Christian County Fair today and Friday. Opal, thanks again for coming on. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll have you hand it over to Oakley Ryan right now. And actually, what first off, okay, a little bit of a delay here. We're gonna have a photo op. Yeah, gotta capture that moment. All right, now she's handing it over to Oakley, and yep, got it on. All right, your ears feel good. Can you hear me in your ears? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Oakley Ryan is now speaking with us here. Oakley, welcome along to you. So, yeah, talk a little bit about what it is you're showing at the fair.
Well, I show Southdowns. They're like white sheep.
Okay. Southbounds. Yeah. So in terms of the color, how else are they differentiated from other kinds of sheep?
Well, Southdowns, they can be smaller and bigger.
Okay. All right. So a lot of different sizes. It sounds like. Awesome. How long have you been showing sheep at the fair?
Maybe 2 years, 1 year.
Okay. All right. So relatively new, kind of getting used to it. What's been your favorite part about taking part in the showings?
Well, I just like it. They're fun, and you get to play with friends a lot.
Yeah, that's cool. The showings are fun, or the sheep are fun? Which one do you mean?
Both.
Both. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sheep being fun. I'm sure they are fun. Indeed. So, yeah, that's cool. Anything else you do outside of FFA, outside of school, anything like that? Any hobbies?
Yeah, I play sports.
Okay. What sports?
I play football, basketball, baseball.
All right.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay. A lot of different sports. You're going to be a Tornado one day?
Yeah.
Tornado in the high school. Maybe we'll be calling you right here on the station on WTIM. So that'll be great to look forward to. Yeah. What's your favorite part of the fair?
One part of it is showing my sheep, and the other is riding rides.
Okay. Nice. What's your favorite ride?
Probably the Gee Whiz.
Gee Whiz? I haven't heard of that one before. Tell me about it.
It goes up and down and up and down, and then it can like shake a lot.
Shake? Oh, okay. I'm not getting on that ride. Well, I'll sit that one out. Yeah. What? In terms of like one single, fair memory over the years that you've had, what's been your favorite?
Probably, I don't know. I have a lot of memories here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's good to have a lot of memories. What's something you've learned from doing the sheep showings that you've done over the last couple of years?
Well, a lot of people, like when their sheep stops, they like smack their butt and then you can go. Like they go.
Okay.
Faster.
Interesting. And does that work as well for the market lamb that your sister was talking about too?
Yeah.
Even though that's where all the muscle is?
Yeah.
It works out? Okay. There you go. Who knew that works out well? I did not grow up with sheep actually, or any farm animals, but that's why we have Oakley Ryan here to tell us a little more about it. Yeah. Oakley, anything else you want to highlight about your time at the fair, anything like that?
No.
All right. Oakley Ryan talking to us right now here on the WTIM Morning Show. Oakley, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that from you. There, perfect. Thank you. And that there was Oakley Ryan. You heard earlier from Opal Ryan, and we're going to hear from another one of their siblings on the other side of a commercial break. Once again, we're talking to you live from the Christian County Fair. We've got the 4-H, or not the 4-H, rather the FFA events going on right now. Livestock judging happening in one of the buildings next to me right now. I think we've got some other animals being prepared actually in some of the other pavilions around here. There are like 4 of them, I guess, and then the one enclosed space or enclosable space over here to my right. A lot going on here at the Christian County Fair, and we look forward to bringing it to you right here on WTIM, your information station. Like I said, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll talk with Olive Ryan right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station. WTIM. WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and we are coming to you live from the Christian County Fair. We're right outside where some of the livestock judging competitions are happening right now that the FFAers are taking part in. And this morning on the WTIM Morning Show, we're going to be talking to some of the FFAers and hearing about the great things that they're doing, of which there are many. So I look forward to hearing that. We, of course, heard from two of them already, and I'll talk to one more after I remind you that this segment is sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County at 701 West Adams Street in Taylorville, offering many different activities and services, including a transportation program. By Loving Arms Pregnancy Center at 500 North Walnut Street in Taylorville, online at lacpc.com. And by J&J Fencing in Greenville, Jason Wright, owner, find them on Facebook. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I'm going to now speak with Olive Ryan. Olive, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And so tell us about what you'll be showing at the fair.
I show my market lambs at the fair.
Okay, market lambs, just like Opal Ryan.
Yeah.
So I assume a different sheep from what she shows.
Yeah, we have different ones.
Okay, different ones. Talk to me about yours.
I don't know. It's just a different breed than Opal has, I guess.
Slightly different breed. How so?
Like their features and their facial features and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So just maybe it looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Is it different at all in terms of like how you care for the sheep?
No, not really.
Okay. So not really. So a lot of the same steps, like the washing the legs.
Yeah.
You gotta still wash the legs.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah. How tricky is it to wash the legs compared to maybe washing the other parts of the sheep?
It's probably a little bit more tedious because you have to blow dry them out because the hair is longer, but
more tedious on the legs or elsewhere?
Yeah,
okay. Oh, on the legs. Okay. Is it kind of hard to like bend down and get them at the right angles?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, interesting. No, that's really cool. How long have you been showing sheep?
I don't know, like 8 years maybe.
8 years? Okay. Think about similar length to I think what Opal said, if I remember correctly. What's something you've learned over the years?
That you like have to work hard.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't come easy.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part of doing it all these years?
Probably just enjoying time with like my family. And our friends at all the shows.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I saw some of them there earlier taking pictures of you. So, no, I think it's great that you have those connections. Anything else you do outside of FFA and outside of school?
Not really. I play volleyball.
Okay, volleyball. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you're gonna try to play in high school as well?
Yeah.
Beyond maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. No, that'd be cool. Maybe we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you out on the court playing some college volleyball, and who knows, maybe even beyond that too. Anything else? I guess let's talk about school. What's your favorite subject there?
I like English.
English? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you like English?
It's easier than
It's
everything
easier?
else.
Okay, it's easier than everything else. What part of English do you like? Do you like, writing, like reading?
Yeah, I like the reading and writing part.
Okay.
Just,
yeah. Any favorite kinds of books?
I mean, I read a lot, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite.
Okay, that's okay. Let's go back to the fair. Favorite part of the fair outside of livestock judging? What's that?
I like the lemonade shake-ups.
Lemonade shake-ups. Are they out there right now?
I don't know if they're open yet. It's pretty early.
Yeah. Well, were they open yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I think is one of the here. We've got the signs actually right behind Olive. Is that yellow sign maybe one of them? That's the lemonade shakeups.
Yeah.
You can see behind the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I just want to know where to go to get the shakeups. How is over? I guess this year. How has it been? Kind of preparing your sheep, maybe compared to previous years.
It's like the same.
Same? Okay.
Yeah, we do all the same stuff.
Yeah. Do you find that consistency has kind of helped you
Yeah.
each succeeding year? Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, no, that's really cool. Anything else, Olive, that you want to highlight about your time in FFA?
Not really.
Yeah. What are you looking to do kind of after high school, after college, if you go there in terms of a career?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'll definitely go to college, but I don't know about a career, so
Do you know where you want to go?
no idea.
No idea? Okay. Do you know if you want to kind of stay like here or maybe travel a little further away?
Maybe like definitely not stay in Illinois, but
Okay,
not
not
too
Illinois.
far.
Okay. Yeah, not too far, maybe another Midwest
Yeah,
state.
yeah.
Okay. Nice. Uh any particular Midwest state in mind, or you wanna still look?
Maybe like Iowa
Okay.
or Oklahoma.
All right.
So I don't know.
All right, yeah. So going a little bit west of here is what's in the plan there for all of Ryan. I think we're just about running out of time here, so I'm going to let you go. Olive, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You can just put that down right over there. Here, I'll actually mute that. Just make it a little bit easier. Yeah, right over there. Thank you. And yeah, that was Olive Ryan right here on the WTIM morning show on your information station. It's a special edition, and we're coming to you live from the Christian County Fair. Like I said earlier, they've got the livestock judgings going on. I think we still on pigs. Yeah, I think we're still on pigs. That's what was going on earlier. Apparently, pigs scream really loudly. Did not know about that. And I actually have some pretty sensitive hearing, so I can't say that was too fun being inside the building while that was going on. But let's see, we've got one more hour still of the WTIM morning show coming up, and we're going to talk to some more FFAers and hear about what they've got going on in terms of livestock judging competitions and all the rest going on. We've got that, and then we'll have more coverage as well the rest of the week, and that'll be right here on WTIM and on our other Heart Media Group stations. A lot going on at the Christian County Fair, and it is fantastic to cover every single year. So I'm really looking forward to that. Again, I'm Reed Camai. Stay tuned. Like I said, coming up in about 10 minutes, we'll talk with some more FFAers, and that'll be coming up right here on WTIM. Please stay tuned.
information station, WTIM.
And you're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. It's a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show because we are coming to you live from the County Fair. A lot going on right now. Of course, they cut the ribbon. That's right. They call it a ribbon. They cut that yesterday to officially open the County Fair. That was less than 24 hours ago. So there's still a lot going on here at the fair right now. Really, right now, they've got the livestock judging competitions going on, and it is in the steel building, literally the one next to where I'm standing right now. And they're going to have more of them throughout the day. FFAers throughout the area are taking part in them, and we've been talking to some of the FFAers this morning, and we're going to do more of that in this part of the show, which, by the way, is sponsored by Southern Ledge Pools and Patios at 306 West Main Cross in Taylorville. Above ground and in-ground pools, hot tubs, patios, weekly and bi-weekly maintenance, chemicals, grills, and more. Let us make your backyard dreams come true. By Ayers Bank, a facility of the First National Bank of Nokomis, 106 North Main Street in Mowequa. By Rolling Meadows Senior Living in Taylorville, sponsored by Lutheran Social Services of Illinois and funded through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and Federal Home Bank of Chicago, and by Curvy Real Estate Incorporated at 611 West Springfield Road in Taylorville. Buying or selling? Let Joe Curvy and his team work for you. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and next up we are talking to Henley Blyler. Henley, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good to talk to you. Tell us about your livestock.
I'm showing two sheep. Their names are Milo and Otis, and there are Southdown and Shropshire.
Okay, Southbound. Tell me about the breeds.
One is a Southdown, and the other is a Shropshire.
Well, yeah. So tell me a little more like about each of them. No, you're good. Go on. Yeah. If you want, or we can move on.
We can move on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I was just curious. When are those competitions taking place?
They are right after the pig show.
Right after the pig show. Okay. So that'll be on soon, and so we'll make sure you get there in time for that. How long have you been showing sheep?
This is my second year showing sheep.
Okay, second year. Nice. How did it go last year?
It went pretty well last year.
Okay, nice. No, that's cool. Do you find that you have like a better handle on things this year than last year?
Yeah.
What were some of the big kind of learning curves going into it? Like, what were some of the big adjustments you found yourself having to make?
Definitely working with them more.
Yeah.
And like handling them better.
Okay. Working with them more. You feel a little more comfortable with it this time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Anything else you want to mention about the sheep?
No, I think that's all.
Oh, that's all. Okay, perfect. And then let's see. You were involved in the 4-H projects. It sounds like on Monday. Is that true?
Yep.
What did you show there?
I did flower bouquet. I crocheted a bunny and a Bible cover along with banana nut bread.
Okay, all right. A lot of different projects are right there. Which one was your favorite?
Definitely the flowers.
Definitely the flowers. What kinds of flowers are they?
I did zinnias, mountain mint, and cat mint, and then some others.
Okay, nice. I don't think I'd actually heard of any of the ones other than zinnias. So that's really cool. That you had all of that going on. How long did it take to put all of those together?
About 30 minutes.
For the flowers?
Yeah.
What about the others?
The bunny probably took like around 2 days because I took breaks, and then my Bible cover took about a day.
Okay.
And my cookies or my bread took like an hour.
Okay, an hour. Nice. That's really cool. So you mentioned the Bible cover. So is that what material is that made out of?
I sewed it out of fabric.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then so did you sew it like right on the hardcover?
No, I put it on or sewed it and then put it on it.
Okay. All right. No, that's really cool. Did you do projects in previous years as well?
Yes.
What projects?
I've done crochet and sewing and baking before.
Okay, nice. So then, it sounds like the crocheting is something you kind of progressed in. Did that also feel a little bit easier this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. And then the flowers sounds like it's something you started this year.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to start it?
I really like flowers and I grow them in my garden.
Okay, nice. What's your favorite kind of flower?
Probably poppies.
Poppies. Okay, nice. No, poppies look really cool, I think, at least. So, yeah, those are your 4-H projects. Anything else you want to highlight?
No, I think that's all.
Okay. In terms of the 4-H projects, let's talk more broadly about the fair. What's your favorite part of the fair?
Definitely showing.
Showing. Okay, the livestock showings.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what you've got coming up. So you got something to look forward to, which is really cool. Anything else outside of like showings and projects you enjoy doing at the fair?
Hanging out with friends and family.
Hanging out with friends and family. Nice. Now that sounds cool too. Any other hobbies outside of what you're doing at the fair?
I play basketball.
Okay, that's cool. Nice. Are you wanting to play in high school when you get there?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. We'll maybe be talking about you right over on our Heart Media Group radio station. So that'll be exciting. Can't wait to do that in the coming years. And yeah, let's see. You've got that going on as well. What's your favorite subject in school?
ELA.
ELA. Okay. Nice. What do you enjoy about it? You enjoy like the reading or the writing?
The writing.
Writing. What's your favorite kind of writing?
Probably I like writing essays.
Essays. Okay. What's your favorite essay you've written?
Probably about like a story.
About a story. Okay. Nice. Any like favorite genres of books? Favorite kinds of books? No, not really. Okay. All right. No, that's really cool. Anything else, Henley, you want to share with us?
Nope.
Okay. Henley Blyler is whom I've been speaking with right here this morning on the WTIM morning show. Henley, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and here you can leave that headset right over there. As we're going to shortly take a quick break. Like I said, I've been talking with folks from the FFA right here in Christian County as part of our coverage of the Christian County Fair. We've got fair coverage all this week. We've had a couple days already, and we're going to have more as the coming days progress. Like I said earlier today, they've got the livestock showings going on this morning, and we're going to have more of them going on throughout the rest of the day. So a lot to look forward to right here in Christian County and right here as well on WTIM and our other Heart Media Group radio stations. So yeah, plenty to look forward to. And I can't wait to have more conversations as well. We've got one more conversation coming up in this portion of the show, and that will be on the other side of a break. So yeah, why don't we go to break here, and when we come back, we'll talk to another FFA participant. You're listening to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM. WTIM.
You're listening to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show on your information station, and we're coming to you live once again from the Christian County Fair. We've got some livestock showings going on this morning, and they're going to be running really throughout the day, or throughout at least the early part of the day. And then, of course, we'll have the Master Showmanship competition later in the day. So a lot of exciting things happening at the Christian County Fair. This, of course, is a big part of the fair. Certainly in an area like Christian County. And this morning here on the WTIM Morning Show, we're talking with some FFA participants on how things are going with them and all the great things they have going on in terms of livestock judging and everything else. And there's plenty of that. We're going to keep having those conversations after I tell you that this segment is sponsored by Central Commodity FS with locations throughout Christian County. By First National Bank in Taylorville, first every time for 70 years, member FDIC, and by McLean in Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and next up with me, right outside the building here, and a bit of the wind, as you can probably hear picking up right now, is Lane Blyler. Lane, thanks for coming on this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and the name Lane Blyler might sound familiar to if you were listening on Monday, because she was actually on then as part of our coverage of the 4-H project showings. And we're going to talk about those projects as well, see how it went for Lane. But first, let's talk about livestock. What are you showing this year?
I'm showing a Black Angus cattle and a crossbred blackface sheep.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I've heard about some other kinds of sheep. Talk to me about these kinds of sheep and kind of what makes them different from the others.
Okay, so mine is like a blackface, so it's kind of like a natural one, and it's a crossbred, so it's like from different, like 2 different breeds and stuff.
Okay.
And then I have a Black Angus cow, so it's just like a full Black Angus.
For the crossbred one, is that like, does that make it kind of like a little more complex in terms of like caring for it, or?
Not really. It's just kind of like the breed and everything.
Okay. All right. What goes into, caring for them and kind of getting them ready for the show?
Well, you have to bathe them, and then you have to make sure that their feet are like their shag is fluffed out and everything.
Okay.
And then for the cattle, you have to make sure that it's washed and that its hair is in like the right way too.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of care goes into that. We had some guests earlier talking about washing the sheep's legs. So now you're getting down to the feet as well.
Yep.
Do you find that's tricky?
A little bit, but they're mostly good with it now once you've worked with them multiple times and stuff.
Does washing their feet, does that include the underside of the feet?
No, like it's more of like the leg.
Okay.
But like kind of the feet. Well, they have like hooves and stuff, so it's more of like the leg kind of part.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say getting the underside of the feet is kind of tricky to do. I mean, it's difficult enough for me to do with my feet. So I couldn't imagine. But no, that's really cool. How long have you been showing sheep?
I started last year with my sheep, but I've been showing cattle for like 8 or 9 years.
Okay, cattle. Okay, so you've been showing the cattle as well. And how has that gone over the years? You find you're getting more comfortable with it?
Yeah, it's definitely getting much easier and stuff now that I know I'm really like what I'm really doing and everything. But yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. I actually want to go back to the sheep momentarily. I probably should have asked some of the other guests this, but thought of it now, so I get to ask you. And it's that when you're in the show, what are the judges looking for in the sheep?
They're looking for mostly like the muscular part of the sheep and kind of their backs part, and then it's like more on muscle and everything, but just like mostly the body and how big their body is and stuff, just how like muscular and everything that mostly stands out and everything.
Where like what parts of the body are like the muscles kind of supposed to be in?
Kind of like the back part of their butt, and then their chest, and then like their shoulder area too.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's where all the muscle is. I got a little laugh when another guest told me about the backside part of it earlier. Because I didn't really think about it. Coming into it. So yeah. Which in terms of like cattle versus sheep, which one has kind of gone better for you in terms of the showings?
Well, for sheep, it's kind of, so working the sheep, I feel like it's more easier, but I feel like showing the cow is much easier for me, but it's different because I've only showed sheep for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I've shown cattle for like 9 years. So it goes easier for me with cattle, but for some other people, it'd be sheep probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And it makes sense. You know, you've been doing the cattle a little bit longer, so that probably makes sense. Anything else you want to highlight about your livestock showings?
Not really. I kind of got through everything. But,
Got through everything. Okay,
yep.
perfect. Let's move on to projects, because you had some project showings on Monday. Remind our listeners what projects you had.
I did cake decorating, and then I also made sweet rolls.
Cake decorating and sweet rolls. And
Yep.
yeah, you're the one who I saw with that beautifully decorated cake, taking the picture right in front of the in front of the backdrop over there when I got in. So how did it go?
Pretty good. I got state alternative in it for that, and then I also got state alternative in my sweet rolls too.
Okay, so state alternative. So does that mean that like if the proper winner did not is not able to go, then you do?
Yeah, then I get to. Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, so so alternative. I mean, that's pretty high up there. So congrats to you.
Thank you.
How does that compare to how you've performed there in past years?
A lot better with the food. This was the first year for cake for me, though. But for the food, that's probably one of the best that I've done. So
okay,
yeah.
I mean, hey, with a cake, that's especially impressive. You know, just kind of doing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And you came out if we're talking in terms of music, number 2 on the charts. So yeah, that's really cool. Congratulations with that. Anything else in terms of the fair that is still to come that you're looking forward to?
Well, tonight I get to go ride rides with my friends and stuff. And yesterday I went and watched the pageant, and that was pretty fun to go
to. Yeah, and actually, just as you mentioned that, we've got what look like the winners right behind you right now. So yeah, that was perfect timing there. I don't know if you noticed them and then mentioned it, but no, that is cool that you get to watch that, and then you've got rides as well. What's your favorite ride?
Probably, I like the Ferris wheel. It's smooth and easy and stuff. Or the Sizzler. I like that one too.
The Sizzler?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, tell me about that one.
So you sit in like a seat, and it spins you, not spins you, but it's kind of hard to explain. But you go around, but in slow motion around, but you go really fast. Also, it's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to visualize it. Well, maybe I'll have to walk by it on the way back. But that's really cool. Any favorite fair memories from the past? Anything that really stands out to you?
I really just like showing with my friends and all being here with my family and stuff. And yeah.
No, that's really cool. Yeah, a lot of great memories there. All of that, and anything else you want to highlight before I let you go?
No, I think that's all.
All right. Lane Blyler talking with us again here on the WTIM Morning Show. Of course, she was on first Monday and then now as well. Lane, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just have you lay that down right there. That again, Lane Blyler right here on our special edition of the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. Now, we'll have in our next half hour a couple more interviews as well. Looking forward to them. I was given a list, but it also says tentative, so I don't actually totally know at the moment to whom I will be talking. But hey, that's what will make it exciting then, as we listen to some more interviews with FFAers and other participants here at the Christian County Fair. A lot of great things going on at the fair. Like I said, we've got the livestock judgings going on right now. I think might still be on pigs, but there are also more people in front of me, so I can't really see that well. But we've got pigs coming up, and I think sheep, if I remember correctly what the guest said, will be after that. So a lot going on here. Like I said, we'll talk to a couple more guests on the other side of a break here, and we'll have that coming up for you. You once again are listening to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show live from the Christian County Fair and the livestock showings on your information station.
WTIM.
You're listening to our special edition of the WTIM Morning Show on your information station, and we are once again coming to you live from the Christian County Fair. They've got livestock showings going on really much of the day, and we've been talking with some of the FFA members about their livestock showings and everything else they've got going on. A lot of exciting things going on, and I've got some more conversations for the rest of today's show, and I'm really looking forward to having them after I tell you that this segment is sponsored by Hamlin & Jones Excavating and Drainage in Nokomis, specializing in agricultural drainage, tile, and excavation. By Farm and Home Supply in Taylorville. Nobody has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. By The Equity in Pana and across Central Illinois, offering agronomy, grain, energy, feed, and livestock services. And by Prairie Land Ag in Stonington, your local source for starter fertilizers, NPK, and lime. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and next up is a guest you've probably heard a couple times before in terms of FFA involvement and probably other things as well. And I'm talking about Riker Beckmeyer. Riker, good morning to you.
How are you?
Doing just fine. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good.
Are you sweating underneath the sweatshirt?
I'm actually pretty cozy right now.
Okay, because I'm sweating without the sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel for you, but hey, you do you.
I'm cool.
You do you. And then in terms of you doing you, livestock, talk to us about what you're showing.
Yeah, so currently at the fair, I have 9 sheep that I'll be showing throughout the week. Yesterday was the FFA show, and today is the 4-H show.
Okay, so 9 sheep. So that's a baseball team worth of sheep right
Something
there.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, talk to us about the sheep.
Yeah, so I've really been raising sheep probably since I was like 5 years old. It's what I do most summers. I'm always in the show barn working with my sheep just to better the breeds that I actually show, as well as help some youth and inspire them in terms of being like a role model for some of them kids.
Oh, that's cool. Talk about kind of what goes into kind of working with them that way, and what it is you kind of think about in that sense.
Yeah, so in April, we'll bring all the sheep into the show barn that I'll be showing throughout the year. I'll start with just doing things like calming them down, getting them used to people. And then from there, I'll start working leg wool and doing some stuff for shows, whether it's exercising, working leg wool, or just working showmanship with them from day to day. Just stuff to get them used to being in the ring, as well as making them look their best.
Yeah, and then in terms of getting them acclimated with other people, I mean, do you just like slowly introduce other people? What does that go into?
It's something really as simple as just tying them up with a halter and just sitting there on a bucket and just getting them used to you actually handling them. So when the big day comes, they're just used to it.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, I can see how that would be a bit of a transition for them. So in terms of 9 sheep, do you like put them all on the same trailer? You need
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, all in the same trailer.
Yes, sir.
That is really cool. Is it tight for them in there?
Not really. You can see our trailer out there. It's 28 foot, so it's pretty decent sized.
Okay. I'm also trying to picture how big the sheep are. Like, how long are they? I guess
I'd say like this big. This big.
Yeah. So yeah, he showed me that's what, like 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah,
long?
yeah.
Okay.
Not super big.
Okay. Oh yeah. Then 9 sheep, I guess, would fit there. I was gonna say if they're a lot larger than that, could be a little bit cramped. But no, it sounds like you folks have it under control, as I'm sure you do. And then so yeah, you've been showing sheep since you were 5. How's it gone for you in terms of like getting more used to it as the years have gone on?
Yeah, so I originally started out showing pigs. My family always raised sheep, so I was always in the barn working with them. Slowly, my dad and mom just started introducing me to them, and I would start going in the show ring when I was little bitty. I mean, I had a helper with me, but I've definitely been in the ring a lot. So getting used to sheep has just been something that sort of came natural for me.
Okay, yeah. So you've done it with the pigs for some years, and now you do it with the sheep. Okay, yeah, that's really cool. And then have you always brought 9 sheep?
It just varies from year to year, from show to show. I don't know if I specifically brought 9 sheep to his show. It just depends on what stuff's doing throughout the year and how they look.
Yeah, so like maybe one year you have a lot of sheep looking good, maybe other years not so much, and then you just kind of figure it out from there. It seems like what goes into caring for the sheep? I mean, I know you talked about like kind of getting them used to people in terms of like physically how they look. What goes into that?
So every morning I'll usually try to crawl out of bed around 7 a.m. and go feed them. The way it works is livestock usually like to eat in cooler environments. So if we can get them fed before the sun and the heat really starts to pop out, So I'll feed them every day at 7 a.m. and usually around 8 or 9 p.m. Throughout the day, I'm just getting them up on the stand, working Leggle with them. I'm exercising them throughout the day, as well as working showmanship just for the show sheep. The outside sheep, I'm making sure I'm programming them for our breeding days that we have coming up. They always need to have fresh water, fans on them, and always be comfortable at all times.
Okay, so yeah, no, that sounds like a lot. And I'll tell you what, I mean, obviously it's been really hot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's been busy. I mean, we'll talk about that too, but it's been really hot lately. So like, even at 7 a.m., I mean, is that kind of cool enough, or do you have to, kind of mitigate that as well?
It usually just depends on day to day. So some days I'll know it's going to be hotter than others. Maybe I'll get out of bed earlier. I'll limit feed just so they don't have as much to actually clean up.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that makes sense. And then, yeah, I mean, you talked about all the work that goes into it, and it's times, well, for the show sheep, just times 9. And
Yes,
then,
sir.
and then you have all the others as well. How many other sheep do you have?
I'd say roughly around 60.
60 sheep. Okay.
Yeah,
So
decent amount.
You gotta feed all of them.
Yeah.
And then yeah, do all of the other care as well. That must take a lot of time.
Yeah, it takes a little bit.
Yeah. And then, having to balance that with school as well. Yeah. I mean, how do you make it all happen?
It just takes a lot of patience and focus.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to manage all your different baskets and be able to put your eggs in the right one.
Yep. Eggs in the right one. Indeed. So, yeah, that's really cool. Anything else you want to highlight about the sheep?
Just a lot of time goes into it, a lot of effort. I mean, there's a bunch of money's worth of sheep in that barn. Every single kid who walks to the show ring that day has put a bunch of dedication, time, and effort into their project, regardless of the outcome or what banners they win. I think all those kids just need to be congratulated for all their hard work they've put in throughout this year in their life.
That's great, and I'm glad you highlighted that as well. How have the competitions gone for you in the past? Any prizes?
They've gone pretty well. At the national level, I've had a couple champions. So we had a show in November in 2023 where I'd supreme ram at the North American Livestock Exposition. I've been fairly competitive at the Illinois State Fair, winning Supreme Champion U a couple times. Yesterday at the FFA show, I had Reserve U, Reserve Ram, and Champion and Reserve Weather. So it's been pretty well for us.
Okay. No, that's great. Congrats to you for all of that success and hoping for more of it for you coming up. Now, I know you and I were talking a little bit earlier about some work you're doing with your FFA chapter through school. Tell our listeners about that.
Yeah, so throughout the Christian County Fair, the FFA is responsible for numerous community service events. I know earlier out in June and the early parts of July, we were actually out here setting up some of these barns, setting up gates in the sheep barn, setting up the show ring and pens in the pig barn. We worked the petting zoo throughout the fair. So for all the young kids that want to come out and see some livestock and animals, the petting zoo will be open the whole week. We're in charge of helping out the beer tent set up and tear down tables throughout the year. And we're also in charge of cleaning up and tearing down all these barns once the livestock shows are actually over. So FFA is definitely getting involved here at the Christian County Fair.
No, that's great. And I think you'll know that that's obviously very relevant to what you folks do.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's a lot of human power that goes into, into putting all of these things on. Yeah. Anything else about, your work with the FFA that you want to highlight?
It's just done me a lot of good throughout the years, getting hands-on and serving the community that gives so back much to us. It's just been an awesome experience, and I'd recommend to anybody out there who wants to get involved and build lifelong connections. Ms. Schaefer, Ms. Beckmeyer, and Mr. Derman do an awesome job of getting you there and actually helping you become a better community servant and a better agriculture future leader.
That is really cool. And I don't know about you, Riker, but you've been on our show, at least with me, a couple times, and I'm sure you were on in the past with our other hosts as well. Yep. And it's just been great hearing about really all that goes with being in the FFA and hearing it from you as well. Having talked with you multiple times and getting to just hear about all of that. Again, Riker Beckmeyer, one of the FFA members here at the Christian County Fair. Riker, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Yes. And then I'll have you lay the headset down right over there. And that again, Riker Beckmeyer speaking to us here. Let's take a break. And then when we come back, we'll talk with hopefully one more FFA, or we might hear from more as well. Again, we are live here at the Christian County Fair talking with FFA participants as the livestock judging competitions are going on. I think we're still on pigs. And then the sheep will come after that. And then the other species later on in the day as well. So Again, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk to one other person, or maybe even more than that. You're listening to a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show live from the Christian County Fair on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM. Your information station, WTIM.
You're listening to the WTIM morning show on your information station live from the Christian County Fair. We're talking with some FFAers on their livestock showings and all the other great things they've got going on. I've got one more conversation here, and a conversation that is sponsored by the First National Bank of Nokomis, friendly hometown service, member FDIC, equal housing lender. By Legacy Grain with locations in Stonington, Moequa, Blue Mound, Sharpsburg, Dalton City, and Bethany. And by At Your Service Roofing in Pana. Need a new roof? They've got you covered. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and last up here is Malia Repsher. Malia, thanks for coming on.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and talk about your livestock.
Okay, well, I'm here. I have my 2 yearlings and my fall and a wether for my sheep. I'm just here showing today for the 4-H. Yesterday I was here for FFA, but today I'm here showing for the 4-H show. I'll probably be showing in about an hour or so, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Talk a little more about the animals and
Okay.
what they're like.
So I have 2 yearlings. They're yearling meaning they're born a year ago.
Okay.
I have a fall that was born obviously in the fall, and 3 of them are ewes and 1 is a wether, but I work with them pretty daily, and I go to state fair, county fair, Freedom Fest, but yeah.
Okay, cool. What goes into kind of taking care of them and making them, well presentable?
Okay, yeah. Well, to make them presentable, you really just shear them, trim their hooves, give them the right amount of feed. We like to mix different rations of what the protein they need and what is best for their body and their build. And to get them ready, we usually work with them a few times a week, probably around 4 times a week, just to get them broke and so they lead easily and so they're not really crazy in the show ring.
Yeah. Do you, Riker was talking earlier about how he tries to kind of expose it to other people in kind of like a trial sense. Is that something you do as well to kind of get them comfortable?
Yeah, so a little bit like that, but when we lead them around, we don't usually keep them in the shed where they live at. We take them around our house. We kind of expose them to like the cars that drive by, expose them to new people when we bring them out here, because people like to walk around and pet them, and they get exposed to that, and so they're not really crazy around other people.
Yeah, because you probably want them to be, pretty composed in the show ring, I would imagine.
Yeah.
How long have you been showing these animals?
For I think around 4 or 5 years now.
Okay. All right. How has it gone in the past in terms of results?
I feel like this year has been our best results. Just each year you kind of get better and better, and you get to know more about your animals, and you just learn more, and you to know what they need or who to breed who with, and it's just you learn more each year to make your animals better, and how you become a better showman each year too.
Yeah. Final minute here. What's been your favorite part of doing all of this with the showings and the FFA?
My favorite part would probably be just the people. I mean, people are great here. They're all friendly, and I also love showing my sheep too. I really love my sheep, and the friendships you make here are just great too.
No, that is great, and I'm happy for you, and best wishes with the with that, and hopefully we'll be seeing you out on the basketball court before too long. Yeah. Malia Repsher, Malia, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening here on the WTIM morning show on your information station. Again, more coverage throughout the week here on WTIM and across our Heart Media Group stations from the Christian County Fair. Have a great day, and we'll be back on tomorrow. Bye for now.